Hello, and welcome to the channel. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe before we get started. My name is Tyra Bell. This is my @ All my links and the rest of our links will be down below. If this reading is not fitting to your circumstance, I have a ton more, so make sure you check out the link below. And again, like, comment, and subscribe before we get started. This is going to be a clarity reading. I have 3 piles. The aim is to connect you with your higher self, with your true self, if you're feeling a little lost at this time. Already hearing some things that I want to channel for you. So I'm very excited to have you here. Thank you for being here. I do offer live readings in between piles, so if you would like a reading with me now while I'm live, you can just slide into the chat. A reminder that readings are for clarity of what your intuition is already telling you, not for answers. So make sure you follow your own guidance. You trust yourself above all else. If you hear something that you do not like, then discard. What else? Yeah, this is a public platform, so not everything will resonate, and that's okay. Also, I may just not be your reader. So the first pile is this emerald stone. So it'll be pile 1. Pile 2 is this dragon's blood jasper. And pile 3, I believe that this is red jasper. This is pile 3. And once I'm no longer live, you can hop down to the description where there will be timestamps. Yeah, let's get started. I have some music going today. Alright, let's get started with pile 1. You are the emerald. Let me write down the timestamp. Welcome, pile 1, emerald. So what clarity does Spirit have for you at this time? Let's see. I'm hearing a state of inner knowing. So maybe you're working on self-reliance, I'm hearing self-acceptance, balancing. I'm hearing duality, but also, again, they're just saying inner knowing. So I want to say reactions, balancing your reactions to things, working on self-trust, self-appreciation as well. It also takes me just a second to shuffle, so if you do not like watching me shuffle, you can just skip ahead just a bit. Cute. This paw is very cute. I just heard she an earth sign, so she grounded. So you guys might be earth signs, but I was also seeing fire as well. Fire sign energy in the chat in this group. I tend to attract a lot of very like sovereign, free-thinking people. So I'm hearing sovereign. So you're very sovereign, like you think for yourself. I'm hearing act on instinct, like when you're in your best energy, you usually act in instinct and like maybe act different than those around you, like do things differently. You too may attract a lot of different types of people. And I hope with this reading to remind you of who you are, because I can hear someone saying like, thank you for reminding me of who I am. So I'm hoping to do that with this reading. Intuitively, I'm picking that up. Someone kind of like thanking me for pointing them back to themselves. So that is exactly what I hope to do. That is the mission here. I'm hearing problem solver, so you could be a problem solver. Someone in this group has like a pixie cut, like a low haircut. I'm also hearing shaken, not stirred. We could be drinking or celebrating. Shaken, not stirred, or like very particular, sassy. I'm also hearing moody, potentially. Someone's going on a date, like a lot of dates. So if you just met someone and you went on a date, just know that there's more where that came from. Yes, there's more where that came from. There will be more. Yeah, like when you're with this person, they're going to ask you a lot of questions about yourself. They're going to want to get to know you. The song that's playing is I Feel It Coming by The Weeknd. Tell me what you really like. I can take my time. So, yeah. So the current state of your inner self, like where you're at internally at this present moment. Sorry. So again, like I said, it is about taking something very slowly, being very patient. I think because you're in the mode of releasing, or this is advice, releasing some sort of stagnancy. It's not like major stagnancy, but just like a little bit of cleaning up of your energy field right now. Maybe you do recognize this or you don't, so Spirit is making you aware of that. Cleaning up some, I almost said clinging, so cleaning up of some ideas, hanging on to certain ideas or things. So if you're clinging on to anything right now, but look how this dude is very busy. He seems very busy. He's trying to hang up his pumpkins to let everybody know it's pumpkin time, you know, which is almost actually pumpkin time. But yeah, and maybe you're eating your vegetables too at this time, because he kind of looks like a vegetable. He looks like a bunch of vegetables. So I'm hearing radishes. Someone's having radishes. Anyway, so your inner state at this time, if you were clinging onto something, you're working on releasing it. You're trying to develop some sort of trust, and that is going to empower you in a way that's going to help you release some limiting beliefs. So you may have been stuck in a situation, but you realize, I'm keeping myself stuck. And if you don't realize this, this is what Spirit is going to help you understand. So internally, you're in a space of clearing out. I'm hearing clearing the damages, maybe looking at yourself in the face, like looking at your reflection, looking in the mirror, but maybe on a spiritual level as well, like, who am I? What am I clinging to? And why? Why does this give me a sense of security? And maybe you're realizing, okay, like, this isn't actually giving me security. It's giving me like a false sense of self-worth or identity or stability. And so, but it's beautiful because I think this is helping you to curate a lot of self-trust at this time. I did say that, right? So yeah, the cards are also affirming. See, I don't even need these cards. I could just get on here and just channel. So what needs to be released at this time to improve your self-love and acceptance, but also to help to help you see the beauty in others? I want to say, like I said, if you're dating someone right now, really see yourself in this person. So if you were clinging on to, I'm hearing bad behaviors, just not seeing the situation clearly. I'm also hearing jumping the broom, so this is getting serious. That's why I was hearing like multiple dates. My heart is racing just a little bit. Yeah, this pile might be working towards commitment. This is the Two of Cups. So what needs to be released at this time to improve self-love and acceptance, and that same thing towards others? Not necessarily to release anything, but forgiveness, which I guess is releasing. So I would say allowing yourself to see the beauty in other people so you can see the beauty within yourself. I would say to address flightiness, address the temptation to like consume and then what's the word I'm looking for? To disappear, to dip, to consume, then dip. So if this is a habit of yours to be, get quickly intimidated by something, or to not think in a long-term type of way, to be a bit of a Casanova, and or like just, what's the word I'm looking for? I keep hearing, like, they keep interrupting my thoughts and they keep saying adaptable. So just remain, I want to say, patient with yourself, remain adaptable, continue to do self-reflection work, see yourself in other people, especially those good qualities, not to mimic them, but to really accept, like, okay, if I see this in someone else, I appreciate this in someone else, it exists within me. And that will help to rid yourself of, I want to say, intimidation, any lack mindsets, and like spiraling, chasing, running. There's a specific word, but it will not come to me. What is the word? It's something. But whatever you see in this connection that your friendships that you have right now, partnerships, it's unmatched. So appreciate that. And that will help you forgive whatever needs to be forgiven. The word that I'm looking for is, it could be indecision, but it's impulsivity. Being impulsive. So forgive yourself for any impulsiveness, acting out of your lower chakra energy in a risk-taking way, but like maybe not thinking about the long-term results and or benefits of that. So how to increase your security at this time? I want to say be very proud of what you're creating for yourself. Therefore, give yourself permission to celebrate, to come into union, to I'm also hearing have a big appetite. So someone might actually be going to like a function, going to a date, going to a party. Allow yourself to be present, to consume. There's dancing involved in this situation potentially. Like I said, there's some sort of celebration. But there's a warning of not being too stubborn or like they're asking you to be more deliberate. So this is a bit beyond me. I don't know exactly what they're referring to. So how to increase your security. It's like use your stubbornness in a practical way. Use it in a way to create longevity. Put the effort into the things that matter to you. I think that you're building something extremely stable, long-lasting, beneficial, I want to say. So be proud of what you're building. Celebrate what you're building. It's very wonderful. I think it took you a lot of trusting your own wisdom to get to where you are now for this new beginning, this new powerful manifestation that you've made for yourself. But just know that there is more effort to be put in. So use your stubbornness in a practical way, in a way that benefits you. Anything else you want to say about that, Spirit? How to increase security. Know who you are. Know who you are. Even if you've made mistakes, like accept who you are as a person. Even if you've made mistakes, celebrate. It's time to celebrate. And it's okay to work hard, play hard, you know? That's how to increase security at this time. Advice for your current circumstance is, even if you're moving along a situation that is uncertain, it's okay to be confident in the big picture because there is a higher power involved. So how this guy is holding the two imps as they play, I'm hearing detachment. So remain detached, even if there's circumstances that I'm hearing uninvolved. So there's something you may think is involved that's not involved. But also like maybe you don't want to be a part of something. So you have to allow spirit to remove or hold or create boundaries sometimes. This could also be feeling restricted to some degree towards what you're creating, and just know that those holdups are intentional. There's a higher power involved. So release what you can't control. Make sure you're going within at this time to really see what patterns are ending at this time. Maybe there's someone in your environment that you're like not quite ready to let go of. This could be a situation that you're not quite too ready to let go of. Sorry. And as you continue to close out this cycle, your ideas are going to improve, especially with your creative pursuits. So if spirit is creating blocks for you, it's time to trust what's outside of your control. So you're in a mode of breaking an old habit, and from what I'm seeing, it's not one you want to hold on to. It will continue to leave you depleted. So continue to reflect on whatever that is, so that you can trust the unknown as you break old habits. And I'm hearing someone needs to make dinner. Make dinner as you listen to the reading. You can play this out loud. And I think when you get on the other side of releasing whatever you're releasing, you're going to realize, oh, that really wasn't that big of a deal. That wasn't that important. And I heard that wasn't that painful. So whatever you're releasing is to gain something a little bit more authentic. So trust that. That is the advice for your current circumstance. What obstacles are around you at this time? If you're a feminine, you have a false suitor. If you're a masculine, you're unsure of your intentions. And mind you, feminine, masculine refers to your energy. So whatever resonates with you. So that is the obstacle at this time. Checking other people's intentions, checking your own intentions. I would say impatience is also a obstacle. So make sure you're taking it slow so that you can see the situation clearly. Also heard seriously. Maybe there's a lack of bravery, I'm hearing, and trust. Again, there's stressing self-trust. So if you want to gain more certainty, make sure that you're tapping in with your emotions, and that will tell you where you're at and where your intentions lie. But I do see someone taking action towards someone else. Whoever is taking action, the other party is unaware. I want to say unaware of how important this is to you or serious this is if you were the person taking action. So apply how it applies. But from what I'm seeing from Spirit's perspective, the intentions here are pretty good. It's nice energy. So like I said, for whoever's on this like date, this getting to know this person, it could be a little bit more serious than that as well. Feeling all sorts of different types of scenarios here. So apply what applies, but I think the intentions are better than expected. So the investment, whoever's making an investment into a situation, a connection, Spirit is affirming that it would be a good idea to do so. So the obstacle is, I want to say, is it's not really an obstacle, but it's overcoming fear and maybe some illusions or deceptions. Fearing what the other person's intentions are. How to overcome these obstacles is when you are focusing on your own self-love work, self-pampering. When you're giving into fear, it may cause you to overwork, overthink, overburden yourself, or I'm hearing also make light of the situation. So the work and the effort that's going to be put in is going to pay off. So it's really important that you do know your value so you don't overextend or misinterpret signs that this person's giving you, or, so make sure you're loving up on yourself, pouring into yourself, investing in yourself as well, because the time that you're using to pamper yourself is equally as important to the situation as it is to give to this person. And while you're doing that, I'm also hearing self-protection work. So as you're working on yourself, you're not missing out on anything. You don't need to be giving all the time. I feel like I have to say that to someone. And when you invest in yourself, you believe in yourself. So just know that you deserve nice things. Make sure you're taking yourself, to get some nice threads. Buy a nice hat. Go out. Put yourself first. That is how you overcome obstacles. And the future surprises in this situation, I think your dreams are going to be very revealing at this time and will aid you a lot on your soul work. If you're wondering what this connection will be in the future, we do have the Lovers. So this man is literally surprising her by jumping through her window. I would say you would be very surprised to know how deep this connection goes. I'm literally hearing the song "How Deep Is Your Love," so I think you'd be surprised to know like how reciprocal the connection is, how important you are to this person, how matched things are. Let's get a clarifier here. I would say your dreams are trying to reveal how this connection or a future connection is a part of your soul journey, and not to be aloof to that understanding. There is some sort of ending that's occurring that is bringing up a lot more sensitivity to who this person is to you, but also helping to bring more confidence into love in general into your life. I'm hearing suitors, so this could be definitely be more than one person. Make sure you're giving yourself a lot of time to rest, and that you're also giving yourself credit. I want to say like credit for how far you've come, for the journey that you're on. And I'm hearing someone needs to hear that you are representing yourself really well at this time. You're showing up like fully at this time. You are definitely being helped by your angels and ancestors at this time. You're very protected at this time. So that's why the self-trust is so important. And if you are having suitors, there is going to be a connection that is the future surprises. Like there is a deep spiritual connection that is here for you, and it's along this journey that you're on that you will meet this person, and your dreams are trying to reveal that to you at this time. So make sure you're bettering yourself, giving yourself credit, giving credit where credit is due in your external reality, and really seeing through any deception. So if you are having like false suitors as well approaching you, don't cling to anything at this time. Forgive whoever needs to be forgiven so that you can have something really stable without being aloof to what holds substance and what doesn't. So Spirit is going to help you make a decision in love, I want to say, in the future. Let's get any extra advice at this time. So on the bottom, confidence. Yeah. This is a love reading. Got Venus on the bottom. So just know it doesn't matter if you are male or female. You're highly attractive, very abundant. So make sure you're pouring your abundance into yourself, taking care of yourself, pamper yourself, get your nails done if you're a female, do some self-care, pay your bills. It'll feel good to pay your bills. That's also self-care. So the mirror, I did say that. I said looking at yourself in the mirror, so do some mirror work. Yeah. say some affirmations in the mirror. Is there any other? Yeah, we'll do this one. Make sure you're trusting your gut at this time. There is something to do with like money and or opportunities on its way to you. Take a chance on love at the bottom. So make sure you're seeing whatever spirit is trying to show you about your connections at this time. Who deserves the chance, who doesn't. So you have safe home. So if you're having issues with your home life or stability at this time, spirit is like, you're good. There's some sort of balance coming in for you. And it will be something you can celebrate once you move beyond some sort of doubt. I want to say like you'll either become a caretaker or someone will be taking care of you very soon. So we have a new romantic cycle begins. So that's why this is definitely a love reading. We have the shaman. So this is, again, like your dreams. And I know that this card is very abstract. So even if your dreams seem very abstract, actually, comment below if you guys want a pick a card reading about dream interpretation. I can do that. Or book a personal with me. But make sure you're, divining and interpreting your dreams, breaking them down so that you can see what spirit is trying to make clear to you at this time. You may be seeing crows a lot. That will be confirmation that this reading is for you. Like outside of your window, it will be really obvious. So we have the crone. So there's some like deep spiritual work that is tied to your familial patterns. And so make sure you're tapping into your inner wisdom and your inner crone. You may have like an older feminine around you that you could look to for advice. If not, this energy lies within you. So continue to do inner work, inner shadow work as well. We also have the storm. So there might be some uncomfortable feelings surfacing very soon or at this time due to the changes that are occurring. And with this crone energy, she's really helpful during transitions as well. And then we have the ring as well. So like I said, if you're transitioning into higher commitment, that might be bringing up some uncomfortable feelings, some strange dreams. Like I said, if it's like a new living situation, feeling uncertain, I want to say like spirit wants you to let go of the uncertainty. Like in their eyes, from their perspective, they're like, this is certain to us. We have no doubt. Even with the ring, it's like what it symbolizes is something so like confident, bold. Let me look it up. Oh, do I even have the book? I do. One second. So the infinite, the wheel, the connection, connectedness, humility, sacred cycles. So the intimate bond between two lovers, the micro and the macro united, deepening this connection with self and other. Let's also look at the crone. So the crone is the witch, the old woman, the sage, magic, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, wise. So like I said, if you have this energy within you to interpret your dreams, make sure you're doing that, but also leaning into those archetypes around you for advice, to brave through some sort of uncomfortable transition, storm, uncomfortable emotions, because it's just leading you towards a deeper connection with self. It's a very bold energy to exude the ring. So, new love, embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. So Spirit is reminding you you're not missing out on anything while you embrace new cycles as well, new changes, evolving into new forms of stability or deeper forms of connectedness. Like you may see yourself as more unstable than you actually are. You have a lot more security than you realize. So move beyond the doubt. Trust yourself. Again, trust yourself. So let go of your need to be right all the time. Brave the storm. Embrace these new cycles. And even if this is having to do with a new connection or a current partnership in a new cycle within a partnership, it's okay to also embody independence while moving within a connection, especially if you're this feminine. The Empress is a very, very independent partner to the Emperor, who is also highly independent. So if that's new to you within this connection and that's bringing up uncomfortable feelings, address that. And that could be helping you tap in with this crone energy, this inner knowing. Don't judge yourself for it. Anything else? And just know that you are breaking some old cycles. So this is why it might be uncomfortable. This is new, uncharted territory for you this lifetime, potentially. So Spirit is giving you loving signs at this time through your dreams. You might be seeing some, like I said, crows, pumpkins. Those are another signifier of Spirit. Shooting stars if you're outside. Stars in general, any constellations that call out to you. I'm also seeing a hat. Someone might be getting like a cowboy hat. Just know that someone may be reaching out to you very soon. And any forms of codependence, overindulgence will block your intuition. So make sure you're seeing clearly. Release what you cannot control. And brave through be brave through the storm. Trust yourself. I think that's all I want to say. I'm going to move on to pile 2. This was really easy to read, pile 1. So thank you for being here. Just know like this is going to go smoothly. Like I want to say smooth like butter. I don't know why I want to say that. So if you're worried about that, it's like the energy that I'm sitting in, it's very silky right now. It's very smooth. So, and I'm hearing Smooth Operator playing. Tenderness by Diana Ross is playing on my shuffle right now. So I think there may be just a little bit of tenderness needed. Just know this transition into this new cycle is going to be probably easier than you're expecting. So I hope that this was helpful. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can have more of this content, especially if you got something positive out of this. It definitely helps me and helps the channel. So thank you for being here. All right. Pile 2. Hello, pile 2. You are the Dragon's Blood Jasper. Looks a bit like this. Hello, BU. Welcome. Okay, let's get into pile 2. It does take me just a second to shuffle and get organized, so once this is no longer live, you can fast forward to the end, or not to the end, but just fast forward a bit so you can get to your message. I also was hearing organite, so someone should get an organite crystal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, they dropped them all out right away, so this will be quick. Tapping in with my guides, your guides, our higher selves for some really clear messages. I'm also hearing Braveheart. I've never seen this movie, but it tends to come up a lot when I'm channeling, so someone needs to watch the movie Braveheart. Let me know what it's about. Like, it's very specific and it comes through sometimes. Hearing Beyonce's Freakum dress. Thank you, BU, for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it a lot. And I'm also hearing Holler If You Need Me. There's a song by Trey Songz where he says that. Yeah, and so I heard Freakum dress, and when I think of that, I think of like going out, so dancing. You might be coming from pile 1, don't take it if it doesn't resonate, but you may have been called to both piles. And I'm hearing someone say like checking in on you. I think that this may be another love reading. If not, I will, read it as it, comes through, but this could potentially be another love reading. I'm also hearing there will be changes in someone's diet very soon. And I'm hearing partying. So yes, definitely going out, partying very soon. BU, if you would like a live reading, I can get you in after pile 2. You just have to make a donation. So let me know if you would like to do that. Pile 2, this is a love reading. So if you're not here for that, go ahead, leave. If you don't want a love reading, which honestly, that's okay if you don't. But for those who are here for the love reading, I'm hearing this is a fierce connection. I was also hearing joint finances. Yeah, so let's get into it. The current state of your inner self, your individual inner self, is that, and this is how you'll know if this is your pile or not, but it's that maybe moving through some difficult energies, and so sometimes feeling just a bit like life can be this uphill battle, but also at the same time having this awareness that it's building character, it's building self-awareness. It's also helping you to improve your partnerships and or relationship if you are already in a relationship. This could also be at work. It could be just regular within your connections, finding balance within your masculine and feminine energies. So I would say your inner state at this time is having the awareness that you can work through difficult energies and be okay. So the song that's playing right now is Hate It or Love It by The Game. So that is the energy. So maybe feeling like a bit of an underdog, but having the awareness that like I know how this improves me as well. But still feeling like a novice and or underdog. So that is the state of your inner self at this time. I would say building awareness, and Spirit is just reminding you that this will improve your connections. So you're correct. So remain stubborn, I want to say, about how you feel about this connection and or how you think your person sees you at this time, despite whatever mishaps may have happened. Someone may be getting like an airdrop. You know how like sometimes you're out in public and people will like try to airdrop you things like their number or something like this. Also, you may have like a really intense like gaze, or your partner might find this very attractive. Something like this. You're also just very, pile 2, very attractive in general. Side note. So if you need a little ego boost, there you go. So what needs to be released for more self-love and acceptance, and so that you can accept others more as well? What needs to be released is that I would say there's a bit of like hypervigilance, just a bit, over awareness, because you are in like a new phase, new career path, new creative situation. This could also be a new relationship with the Ace of Wands. So new, just a lot of newness. So it's just making you a little vigilant. Not a bad thing, but Spirit is just reminding you, but your intuition will tell you if something's off. So trust that just a bit more while remaining curious, curious and cautious, without assuming the worst or, being too critical, because there is going to be even more change. They're saying there will be even more change than you're experiencing currently. There will be also travel as well. So just know that you have a lot of luck on your side, and you're very, 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 very protected. I have to remind you that, okay? So live it up, I want to say. If you're being guided to take action, if you're being guided to trust your intuition, to trust your creativity specifically at this time, do so, because you are very guided, and your intuition will never lead you astray. But also when your emotions are out of whack, that may make you not want to trust your intuition. So be guided by your intuition and not your emotions, especially when you're feeling like they are leading you towards more hypervigilance. Some things are going to be unknown, and it's okay for you to walk into the unknown. It's okay. But either way, it's important that you show up fully and authentically. So focus on being more authentic, I would say. That will help you lean into an intuitive knowing. And then you can trust that your intuition will tell you if something's off. But if you're moving out of a space of hypervigilance and maybe discord within your emotions, like not trusting, your emotions, or restricting how you feel too much, and to the point where there's too much and you can't hear yourself, that will make you feel a little bit lost. So I do see a lot of newness. I see a lot of change. But don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. So have fun. Have fun. There's, from what I can see, nothing to be afraid of. Your intuition will tell you if something's wrong. Trust yourself. How can you increase security at this time? Accept that things are changing. So if this is a new relationship, accept that everything is changing. Everything is going to be different. Accept that this person isn't equal, that this person is seeing you clearly. Accept that this person, allow them to give to you. Allow yourself to receive. Allow, if you are the giver, because these roles swap, allow yourself to give, invest, be present. Whatever new connection this is, it's time to accept that this is for the better. So don't be looking back. Maybe you've dealt with people who are a bit obsessive in the past. So it's be proud of those scars, but don't let that limit this new connection and this new reality. I want to say this is pretty secure. Yeah, this new connection is very secure. And they keep saying independence. So maybe you're a very independent person. So that doesn't change. But what is changing is the way you give and receive. That is changing. And I'm literally seeing the infinity sign or the figure 8. So have an abundance mindset about it. Don't restrict yourself due to obsessive energies that you may have dealt with in the past. Love is not obsession. And I think that whatever you've found in this person, if this is a connection, it's reciprocal. So that may be new for you. If this is not a connection, then it's a partnership, business contract. I'm hearing new living situation. These could be roommates, friends, something like this. So advice for your current circumstance is to surrender. Surrender to whatever spirit is revealing to you at this time about this new relationship, new idea, or new investment that you're making. There is something surfacing that you need to know about, when someone is investing in you for the wrong reasons or loving you for the wrong reasons. I'm hearing attention seeking. So if you were dealing with people who are attention seeking, I'm even hearing hungry. They were hungry for attention. It's time to acknowledge what you learned in that circumstance, but also release. You're bettering yourself when you're listening to spirit and when they're showing you red flags, Make sure that you're focusing on what you're consuming. So that doesn't just limit to food. It's content. It's, whatever you're reading, anything you're observing, absorbing and observing. So music, anything like this. Spirit really wants you to remove some false masks at this time. So if it was two-faced people, make sure you're doing self-reflection work so that you don't move from that space. Move authentically. So when you're not being authentic, you do create castles in the sky, So have the strength, the courage, and the embodiment of divine masculinity, even if you're a feminine, to I'm hearing be relentless. What I really heard was power hungry, but it didn't feel negative. It feels like relentless. That's a good word. I like that. So take a break. Let whatever's surfacing right now surface. It's going to give you a lot of clarity to then move forward in something in a new way with a new idea. Make sure you're actually putting food in your body. If this is like working out, physical activity, so that you can be literally fueled, but like stay hungry. And it doesn't have to be embodied in the same way that you've seen other people do it, especially if these other people operated out of some sort of false mask. Authenticity is really important. And maybe you're healing from sort of unhealthy boundaries as well. So Spirit is going to continue to show you all of that. I feel like it's just like have you ever like cleaned out your drain and like things like surface? Something may be surfacing. Pay attention to that so that you can move forward in a new way. Like it might be yucky at first, but then when you get to clean it, you know that your sink is going to work fine and things like this, right? So look at it that way and take breaks when you need to. So that is your advice for the current circumstance. The obstacles that you're facing currently, change and having to make a plan. So the reason why it's an obstacle is because maybe you have to move in secrecy, or Spirit is like you're planning in advance, so maybe not everything is completely clear. I'm also hearing Shakti power, which is like your feminine power. So you, through these quote unquote obstacles, having to plan something when something is unclear, or having to move in silence or secrecy, you're improving your Shakti power, your feminine power. So don't really see this as an obstacle, even though it might be challenging. Trust the unknown. Have a little bit more faith. Stay hungry, they keep saying. Like power hungry, but it's like not in a negative way. Like do your due diligence. Show up and do your best. Do the best that you can. Plan the best that you can to whatever extent that you can. And then you'll know that you did your best. Because that's all you can do, right? Passion is important at this time as well. Serious. So maybe you're taking things too seriously. Also, I don't know if it's already passed or if it's coming up, but there might be like a serious Stargate, so maybe look that up. But also know that laughter is the best medicine. So even if you're experiencing a lot of change, instead of seeing that as an obstacle, find joy in taking small steps and through planning in silence, moving in silence. Have fun. Okay. And if you have people, moving sneakily around you, I would say continue to make a plan to create change around that situation. I'm also hearing be on your best behavior. Whatever that means. And they're also asking you to celebrate. Celebrate whatever change is occurring. So how to overcome these obstacles? We already got into that a little bit, but walking away from whatever's stagnated and trusting that there's more balance on the other side of that. So if you're looking for peace or justice in a situation, it's up to you to take the initiative to walk away from anything that does not serve you and invest where you feel you will be met with reciprocity. So that will, the universe will help you to gain a better perspective once you're able to start investing elsewhere. So if you were thinking it would bring you more balance, it's confirmation that absolutely it will, and it's time to start trusting that plan. So you may be traveling. I really feel like it's travel because with this planning, like sometimes, when you're setting up what are those called? Like a low plan situation on what you're going to do in another country. You've never been there before. You can only read blogs and do your little study on what to do, where to go, how much it's going to cost. So you're kind of in your mind imagining it all, right? So invest and just know that it'll work out if you're planning a trip. Future surprises. So again, we have this is twice now. We have the Six of Pentacles. So this is my reciprocity card. This is receiving gifts as well. Balance to give and take. This could be like receiving some sort of check. Balanced outcome, I just heard. So if you've been doubting yourself regarding a situation and or a connection, time to move on beyond that. There's some sort of work collaboration here for you as well. See yourself clearly so you can see the situation clearly. Know that there will be some sort of financial improvement in this situation and or some sort of travel and or move. There's a lot of scenarios here. So accept whatever challenges you're experiencing at this time. If you have to move away from a connection, do so, because there will be a lot of better balance on the other side. The challenges are trying to help you get to some sort of gift here, some sort of opportunity. So, and I said this in one of my other videos, but like in the Alice in Wonderland reference, it's like Spirit creates this door for you and hands you the magic potion bottle to make you fit the right size to get through. And let's say that magic potion is your authenticity. So if you're not being authentic, you will not fit through this new opportunity, to the gift. So if this was like a financial improvement, or some sort of opportunity, changing locations, something like this. But I do see that something has to be let go of. Something disappointing and or stagnant has to be let go of in order to receive this. And I think that requires you to be authentic. So embrace the change, embrace the challenge so you can have a little bit more freedom. Pile 2. Future surprise, there's a gift here. Some sort of wish fulfillment. Gift or gifts. So, confidence. Courage on the bottom. It's really crazy because when I held up confidence, I wanted to say confidence and courage. And that card was actually on the bottom. And I said gifts, right? The song that's playing is Roses by Chris Brown. So embrace your emotions here. Even the tough emotions, I want to say. Even the difficult ones. It says don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. I'm also hearing caring connections. So you may be seeing horses or unicorns at this time. That's how you'll know this is your pile. Stallions. Something like this. Okay. One second. So, Pile 2, you are in the midst of some sort of initiation phase where you are going to continue to have to move through moments of uncertainty or like dark times in order to meet your true self and learn some esoteric teachings, things, learning more about life's mysteries, and having this new adventure, clarity, even empower you, finding more sacred meaning to things through sometimes tumultuous situations, stagnant situations. So continue to go within, even if it's dark, even if you feel maybe even, lost, because I think that this is how you are going to have more self-understanding in the end. So just know that you're moving through a portal or some sort of, like I said, I'm hearing unbecoming. So apply it how it applies. The cave here. This is portal energy. I did say something about the Sirius Stargate. So make sure you look it up. Then we have the forest, again, kind of with that like dark energy, moving through a dark forest, moving through some dark things that are surfacing. So make sure you remain childlike. Be in awe of life, be in awe of the journey, embrace your emotions, have confidence through these emotions, don't judge yourself. How would you handle certain emotions when you were a child? And if it wasn't in a good way, like how can you improve on that? Spirit is going to remind you that you are a spiritual warrior. So you were built for this. So whatever you're feeling at this time, you're built for this experience. Don't forget your power. Don't forget to have confidence in yourself. Make the most of the situation. Be bold and make the first move. So make sure you're taking action with this warrior energy. Move in confidence. They're reminding me to tell you that like attracts like. So move in confidence. If you're drawn towards something or someone, it's because it is a reflection of you. A time to give rather than take. And I was saying gifts. So if this is your opportunity to give to someone, to give to a situation, do so. Invest. Spirit is reminding you to invest and celebrate yourself, even through whatever emotions you're going through. Celebrate yourself. It's okay to be disappointed. Don't judge yourself. Embrace the challenges in life. Embrace the change that's here for you. And make sure you're eating. What'd you eat today? Comment below. Put it in the chat. What'd you eat for dinner? I want to know. So, again, they're just saying, please embrace your emotions fully. Write them down. Maybe record yourself saying these feelings. You can record them and listen to it back. And then you need to detach. Just detach. Detach from the feelings. Detach from the situation. Because this confidence, this energy of empowerment is coming towards you, especially once you start to realize who you are on this deeper level. That's already going to happen on its own. So really just let whatever's going to surface, and then detach. Let spirit help you empower yourself, you know? And then be bold after you gain that awareness, you know? But I'm going to leave it here, pile 2. I hope that you are having a great day, night, evening, and I hope that this message was really helpful. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That lets me know that you're enjoying this content and that it is helpful. And send it to a friend if you think it would be helpful. helpful. Okay, sorry. I just keep saying that. But I'm going to move on to pile 3. Thank you for being here. Pile 2. A little somber, but I feel like you have a lot of change happening, so I just think you need to get past this page and move on to that next chapter, darling, and you'll be fine. You'll be good. I'm also hearing cyclical changes, so I think you've been here before. How did you handle it before? What can be improved, but what helped as well, you know? Know that laughter is medicine, so be a little lighthearted, darling. Have a little faith, have a little fun. Play around. Alright. Pile 3. Pile 3. If this is not red jasper, I apologize, but if you can tell what this is, comment below. But I think it's a red jasper. This whole time, I did not know what it was. Be you if you're still there and you still want a reading. You can make a donation and we can get it popping. But if not, I'm gonna move on to pile 3, okay? And pile 3. It takes me just a second to get organized with the cards, so please be patient with me. And if you want to forward ahead after this video is done being live, go ahead and you can move ahead and get to your message. Okay, this reading is a little more spicy. Hello, welcome. I want to remind you, pile 3, to take a deep breath. Maybe do another one. Calm your mind. Might be under a lot of stress at this time, pile 3. But don't get caught up in this. I think you have some good news on the way, so please take like 3 deep breaths for me, please. Put some good vibes into your reading so we can get a clear message and get you some information. I'm hearing courtesy call. So maybe if a friend checks up on you soon, let them. Someone wants to hang out with you, I'm hearing vibe with you, let them. Spend time with them. You're breaking free of something at this time, pile 3. So allow yourself to be supported. Maybe have a friend call you at a certain hour. Just to make sure that you're doing okay. Or if you're traveling, I think like hotels do like courtesy calls, something like this. feel like pile 3 is fed up about something. Fed up. Pile 3, you might also have someone watching your social media at this time heavily, like you are heavily in their rotation. It's part of their ritual, their day, routine. Pile 3. Okay, so what is the current state of your inner self? I would say stress. Maybe intuitively you're picking up on something and you're not liking what you're picking up intuitively. You're like, I'd rather not. Maybe there's a lot of parties involved, a lot of competitiveness, comparison as well. And you seem like a very fluid, easygoing person. So you're like, conflict, I think not. I don't really appreciate this energy. But Spirit is just reminding you that use this as an opportunity. It is what it is, but use this as an opportunity to see yourself in other people. And I'm hearing make yourself known. So make sure you're standing up for your beliefs, standing up for who you are as a person. And I want to say nurturing yourself as well. So do that emotional nurturing, do the self-mothering that's required to move through this stressful time. But do know that, like, don't write people off, you know? There is a lot of change happening in your external environment, including like the changing of the seasons, which tends to bring lots of people stress. I don't know why, I don't understand why, but like we just naturally go into like this anxiety-ridden mode when the seasons are changing over. So Spirit is reminding you to trust the plan. Your intuition is correct. So if you're wondering if there's competition, conflict, that is true. That is happening. But they're just reminding you, like, see yourself in other people, put yourself in other people's shoes, and then keep it pushing. Learn whatever you're meant to learn from this situation. Also, it's okay to healthily detach from your emotions as well. So you might have like a lot of fake people around you. Don't stoop. That's why they're saying don't. You might be very empathetic. You might be picking up on other people's emotions and it's affecting your emotions. So in that scenario, it's okay to detach from your emotions. You might be invited to something very soon or going somewhere. So keep freeing your mind. Just know that your angels are around you and there will be support very soon coming in for you. What needs to be released for more self-love and acceptance, and so that you can also accept other people? Negative expectation needs to be released, especially if you were dealing with flighty people. Spirit is also saying that some of these people involved are insignificant. So if you're allowing them to drain your energy, it's not a good idea, because whatever outcome you're seeking or wanting at this time, it's going to be better than what you're expecting. So don't let people deplete you at this time, or situations deplete you. They're very small and insignificant to the bigger picture, bigger, grander picture. So think big. You guys seen that like TikTok? And he's like, think big, bitch, think big, you know? That's what Spirit's saying to you, but in a nice way. Not in that way. So think bigger, but also release negative expectation. I want to say like you're giving up too soon, you're giving yourself away too soon. So like if this is physically with a partner, like a sexual partner, have a little bit of better boundaries. Don't deplete your energy. That feels very specific, so that might not be ever for everybody, but this may be also your past experience. Be proud of that experience if it was, like, it taught you something. I think it taught you how to better invest. So trust that you know how to invest and where to invest. Enjoy this phase, this transition you're in life, more confidently, with less like limitation. So dance, embody some more sensual sexual energy without fearing depletion, or like maybe you felt like ran over in relationships, like bullied or trampled over, like something like this. But I want to say it's time to know your value and be present. Don't be living in the past. So yeah, beware of depletion at this time. Energetic depletion, feeling really tired and or drained to situations. Have faith. Have better expectations. How to increase your security is optimism. Maybe you need to grab some drinks with your friends, go dancing, get out the house, spend time with your buds, go to the park, have a picnic, something like this. This will tell the universe energetically that you trust. And it's also important to consume lots of fruits and vegetables at this time. Putting life into your body, resting will be very important. Free your mind of like all limits, because this is the Sun card. This is the most positive card in the deck. So how to increase your security: be childlike, be innocent, even if you may feel depleted due to past situations and or stress. It's time to like give yourself the green light to have a clean sleep. You deserve to have a clean sleep. So start over. Tomorrow's a new day. When the sun rises, it's a new day. You get a fresh start. I'm hearing embodiment as well is very important. Call up your friend, hang out with your friend. That is how you will increase your security within yourself. Anything that is not working out the way that you expected it to, it may be depleting you. So release that, because whatever is meant for you is going to be better than what you're expecting. So start celebrating that right now. Right now, they're saying, and they're stressing that. Today, right now. Tomorrow's a new day. Advice for your current circumstances. You're more intuitive than you know, so trust your intuition. This, you might be coming from pile 3. You may be going through an initiation phase. Spirit is putting you to the test. They want you to build up strength within your intuition, within your inner feminine, even if you are not a feminine. This is the High Priestess, or the medicine woman in this deck. She is highly empathic, highly intuitive. She knows what she's doing. She's led by spirit. She understands spirituality. I heard her roots lie in the cosmos. She is nature bae, okay? So spend some time outside with your friends. Call them up. Just know that you are building a trust with your deeper self, with your wild self. So it's time to come out of indecision around your intuition. You're highly intuitive. Highly, highly intuitive. You know what to do. So that is the advice to your current circumstances. The obstacles, I would say your shadow is an obstacle right now, but you are guided to do some soul work, some healing, some shadow integration. So whatever, if you're going through stress or a dark period, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is the star card twice. I'm hearing bridge the gap. So if you're feeling divided within yourself, it's time for you to bridge that gap within yourself. But this could be externally as well. Accept that you have a shadow. Accept that life is not meant to be rainbows and butterflies. We're here to integrate our shadow and work on our duality, to balance our duality, to come into connection with our higher self. So embrace that journey. Embrace the journey of improving your mental, spiritual, and physical well-being. And trust that the more that you pour into yourself, the better life becomes, and the less distracted you become by whether it's like social media, other people, competition, anything that depletes you. You become less even aware of it. Like, you just start to be focused on other things. So continue to invest in yourself and your well-being. If you need a therapist, if you need to spend more time in nature, if you need to call up a friend, if you need to journal, get into it. Get into that soul healing work, make it cute. Make it real cute. So that is the obstacle, is your shadow. There's something happening with your shadow self that you need to acknowledge, or this could be other people's shadows as well, the reflections that are being shown to you. How to overcome these obstacles. So if you're working through self-doubt, self-criticism, heartbreak, I'm also hearing envy, dealing with receiving or feeling envy. Spirit is reminding you there are some things in life that cannot be earned, that cannot be worked hard for. Embodiment is so much more important than the energy and effort that you put in. What you believe about yourself starts to exude from you, and you in turn start to attract that same energy. So take your time with that information. Take your time with that lesson. So if you're attracting, competition, conflict, really work on that shadow within yourself and continue to embody, so you don't have to work hard for what you deserve. Don't doubt that you are deserving of it, and it will come super easy and effortlessly to you. And that takes time. And sometimes when we do overwork, we are looking for instant gratification. So be aware of that. Overcome doubt. Don't hurry up and put in effort to receive something. Just be patient along your journey and allow things to bloom around you. I do see that you're a very naturally abundant person. Do some self-pampering work while you're doing this soul work. I'm also hearing soul retrieval work. So look up what a soul retrieval is. Make sure you're being guided by something higher and not being influenced by your outside reality. Whatever friends you're surrounding yourself with, make sure that they are giving, loving, receptive, kind, detached, things like this. So that's how you're going to overcome the obstacles, is I want to say embodiment through doubt, without letting doubt trigger you into overworking. Patience as well. Patience with yourself. Future surprises. I want to say you may be leaving a situation and very quickly moving on from something. So if this is an environment, a work environment, someone needs to watch Talladega Nights. Maybe it'll be like a mood shifter. It'll be like a light-hearted movie. It could be your favorite movie. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in like years. But maybe it has a good storyline as well. Maybe a message you need to hear. So the surprises, like you may have thought, oh, this is going to go on for so much longer than I think, or I'll be stuck in this relationship, partnership, situation, something longer than I thought. That's not the case. The surprise is you're going to get a get out of jail free card. Maybe something was not building up the way that you thought it was. It was not feeding you the way that you thought it would. And you will get a whole new opportunity to cultivate maybe gifts that you weren't giving attention to, and or open new doors. So new doors to like some sort of endeavor, project. This could also be a relationship or a friendship. So let spirit take you where you gotta go next, because that's the surprise, is moving on from something and moving towards a whole new journey. And I want to say this new journey will be very prosperous, but you may feel like a novice in some way, shape, or form due to whatever time you spent in another situation. But don't discount what you learned there either. It's all a part of the journey. It's all about seeing yourself more deeply. So on the bottom we have take a chance on love. So for some people this is a relationship situation, but not everybody. This kind of feels career related as well. We have healing. So like I said, we had 2 star cards together. Healing that shadow is really, really important. Acknowledge your shadow. Don't run from it. We love sis shadow. She helps us sometimes. She or he helps us sometimes. We need them. We need our shadows. But how can we get them to work on our side and work in unison with us and not in conflict with us, so we can stop attracting conflict, right? I'm also hearing coercion. So someone may be dealing with coercion. Also know when you're people pleasing, that is self-coercion. So don't normalize it. Honor your emotions, honor your intuition, so you don't feel depleted in the end. Respect yourself. And the more you respect yourself, that's what I was talking about with the embodiment. The less you overwork and the more you attract. You attract a lot more in life. And I know this might be a heavy message, but this is a part of the shadow work, and a real friend would keep it real, you know? So I'm just trying to be a friend, and I hope that it's received that way. And I do this work as well. I wouldn't preach anything that I don't do. All right. I got a lot of cards here. So again, miracles and blessings. Everything is a gift. Even the difficulty, even the conflict. Everything is a gift. Do know that. Courage. So have the courage to, I want to say, shine as well. The advice on how to increase your security was to be playful. I heard organic. So authentic, especially when you're meeting up with your friends. Embodiment right now is really, really important. Show up as the person you want to be. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It says emotions are running high. So just know, like with this shadow work and the healing that's happening, there might be a lot of emotional turmoil. That's okay. Ride the waves. Just be positive, you know, have courage that you're going to be okay. Let me look this card up. So the desert, it says the drought, the wasteland, the badlands. surreal, strange, unexpected visions, and silence. So I want to say whatever is occurring feels a little unexpected. And like I said, it did leave you feeling barren and or deserted or maybe a little empty. It may feel strange and unexpected, but like I said, everything is a gift. So if you can find the positive in the situation, you'll definitely be able to receive more out of the situation, receive a lot of gifts out of the situation. I want to say there's some sort of vision that you have that you're creating at this time with your intuitive knowing. So don't pass up on any of your ideas. Follow through with all of those ideas. Those are from spirit. Hold on to your vision. If you have a group around you that is like connected to your hometown, it is time to move beyond this. It's time to move beyond any limitations of the past. It's time to move beyond anything that makes you work too hard to prove yourself. So that could be old friendships, people from your hometown. If you have to maintain an appearance or compete or whatever it is, and even if it's not moving beyond these people, sometimes it's okay to establish new boundaries. So take a risk if it means moving beyond your village, moving beyond what you know. And then we have the shapeshifter. So be adaptable. Just know that you have the ability to change anytime you want to change. Embodiment is really important right now. So whatever you're shifting into, whatever vision you're creating for yourself, it's okay to change and it's okay to be adaptable. And then we have the vow. So whatever promise you're making to yourself is going to require a lot of I heard encouragement. So surround yourself with people who are encouraging, but it also requires a lot of courage. So I want to say make sure you're writing things down, setting intentions, being vulnerable, I'm hearing, enjoying the in-between, investing. Make sure you're investing in your health, in your well-being, into your projects at this time, trusting yourself, trusting your vision. And Spirit is just reminding you, have courage that your hard work is going to pay off, because it is. It is. So even if it feels brand new, even if you're doing something that feels brand new, I'm hearing brand spanking new. So this is very new for some, and that's creating a lot of emotional conflict. But know that your ancestors, your angels are with you very closely. They watch over you daily, I'm hearing. And they are ready for you to embody this bravery so they can help you out. So let yourself be helped. Let yourself receive these miracles and blessings. And see the gift in everything, every phase, every situation. Don't write people off. Everyone is a reflection of ourselves. Allow yourself to do the healing and the shadow work necessary so you can overcome the situation, And they just keep saying invest, invest, invest. So whatever you're working on, they want you to embody and invest. But yeah. This one was really wordy. This one took a lot out of me, this last one. But I do think it's because you're feeling a little depleted. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope this made you feel a little bit more optimistic about your current circumstances. And they're also saying don't pass up on new chances, opportunities, or like risks that you want to take. Don't pass up, especially if it's going to create new changes in your life. Don't pass up those opportunities, Pal 3. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and hop off this live. Make sure you guys have a great day, night, evening. Stay blessed, stay true, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.